ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Okay, good morning to everybody. So we are discussing about thermodynamics chapter. Now in this, what is free expansion of gas? Free expansion of gas. So till now we discussed about a certain amount of heat energy supplied to the system, how the system expands. Adiabatic process, neither heat supplied to the system nor heat taken out from the system. Then what are the changes, what is the work done, everything we discussed. But what is meant by the free expansion of the gas? It's a free, no cost. So what is free expansion of the gas? So that means, see here, let us say these are the two chambers connected like this. Two chambers having equal volume, okay, equal volume. So two chambers having equal volume, and these two chambers here, it is provided with a piston. It is provided with a piston. Here it is. So here one chamber is completely filled with the gas, another chamber is evacuated. So one chamber is completely filled with gas, certain amount of gas. Another chamber is completely evacuated. So that means there is no gas present inside this chamber, and certain amount of gas must be present in this chamber. So let us say this is the gas present in this chamber. So both the chambers must have the same volume. So volume of this chamber and volume of this chamber must be same. Now what is the situation here is, if you remove this piston, what happens? The gas from this chamber rushes towards this chamber. If we remove this piston, what happens? The gas in this chamber rushes towards another chamber. So that means the simple situation is here, if we remove the piston, gas rushes towards second chamber. So second chamber. So this is the concept. So in this situation, so definitely for example, one container, for example, one tank is having full of water, another tank is completely empty. If these two connected with the help of the pipe, if you open the pipe, what happens? Water flows from first tank to second tank, definitely. So no doubt about that. So in this situation, if you remove this piston, then the gas rushes towards the second chamber. So now in this situation, what happens? So here we are not supplying any amount of heat energy. So heat supply to the system is 0 here. Heat supplied to the system is 0. The amount of heat supplied to the system, we are not supplying any heat energy, just we are removing the piston here. So heat supply to the system is equals to 0. So dq is equals to 0. And second point is here the temperature remains constant. The temperature of the system remains constant. Temperature of the system remains constant, does not changes. Temperature of the system does not changes. So temperature is constant. If the temperature remains constant, what is the quantity does not changes? Internal energy of the system does not changes. So that's why du is equals to 0. If the temperature of the system remains constant, so change in internal energy of the system must be equal to 0. Change in internal energy of the system must be equal to 0. There is no change in the internal energy. So that's why du is equals to 0. So dq0, du0. Definitely from first law of thermodynamics, dq is equals to du plus dw, du0, dw0, sorry, dq0, then definitely dw equals to also 0. So in case of free expansion of the gas, there is no supply of heat energy. Here the gas rushes towards another chamber, temperature of the system remains constant, and these chambers are completely isolated. Isolated in the sense adiabatic walls. That means these chambers are made up of with adiabatic walls. Adiabatic walls means neither supply of heat energy to the system nor heat energy taken out from the system. That is the meaning of adiabatic walls. So that is the situation. So here dq0, temperature of the system remains constant. That means change in internal energy must be 0. That means work done also 0. So in this situation, in case of free expansion of the gas, temperature of the system remains constant. But if the gas rushes from this chamber to this chamber, what happens to volume? So volume of the gas occupied, volume occupied the gas becomes doubled. Here it is volume V and it is also volume V. Two volumes. This gas occupies two volumes. Volume must be doubled. Then what happens to pressure? So the temperature of the system remains constant. So temperature remains constant. What is the quantity holds good here? Pressure is inversely proportional to velocity, volume. Pressure is inversely proportional to volume. That means PV equals to constant. The product of pressure and volume remains constant. So that's why here we can write it as P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. Here first, here the pressure is P and volume is V. And here let us say the pressure is P2 and volume is same. P into V1 is V, P2 into V2 is 2V, because if we remove this piston, then the gas occupies the total volume. The gas occupies the total volume. That's why the total volume occupied in the second case is 2V. So 2V cancel. So P2 is equals to P by 2. P2 is equals to P by 2. So that is the final pressure. If the gas occupies the total volume, then what is the pressure? Pressure reduces to half, because the volume occupied by the gas becomes doubled, then the pressure becomes half. So this is the free expansion of the gas, and these are the points you have to remember. dq is equals to 0, du is equals to 0, dw also equals to 0 in case of free expansion, and temperature remains constant. That's very important. Next. So especially for BPC students, and this heat part is very important. Approximately 5 to 6 questions will come, minimum 5 in any situation, or sometimes it may be 7 also. The question number rises to 7. So 7 questions from this heat chapter maximum, minimum 5. So that means what is the heat part of view is thermal properties of matter, thermodynamics, kinetic theory of gases, 3 topics. So, kinetic theory of gases we have to yet to be completed, but so thermodynamics so going to be completed now. This is 3 topics, minimum 5 questions. So, and it's MPC point of view 2 questions minimum, like that. So, because for MPC students only 25 questions, but by PC students 45 questions in the NEET. So, number of questions will be there. So, that is a main important, very important chapter. And so, now we can discuss about the graphs. So, how one type of graph can be represented in another way. So, just I am giving the, already we discussed already about these graphs. So, isobaric process. In isobaric process, what is the pressure volume graph? Straight line parallel to volume axis, because in isobaric process, what is the concept? Pressure remains constant. Isobaric process, pressure remains constant. You must remember these 4 processes, very important. Isobaric process, pressure remains constant. Isochoric process, volume remains constant. Isothermal process, temperature remains constant. Adiabatic process, dq equals to 0. So, these 4 you must remember, you people, these 4 processes and these constants and the type of graphs that must be in your fingertips. Then only it's very easy. So, but very easy topic it is. If you understand this concept easily, you understand these concepts, very easy thermodynamics it is. So, only simple formulas, very less number of formulas. So, this is isobaric process. If you consider the isochoric process, the pressure volume graph. So, isochoric process means volume remains constant. Volume remains constant. The shape of the graph is straight line parallel to pressure axis. And isothermal process, what is the shape of the isothermal process? PV graph. The shape of the isothermal process is rectangular hyperbola. In this case, temperature remains constant. And another one is, so pressure volume, adiabatic process, it is called adiabatic, the curve name is called adiabatic. So, here dq is equals to 0. So, these are the relations. So, in isobaric process, pressure remains constant, therefore, volume directly proportional to temperature. In isochoric process, volume remains constant, therefore, pressure directly proportional to temperature. So, in isothermal process, temperature remains constant, pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So, here the relation is PV power gamma equals to constant, and we discussed different relations among this, but relation between volume temperature and pressure temperature also we discussed. So, these are the points must be in your fingertips. In isobaric process what happens, isochoric process, isothermal process and adiabatic process what happens here, like that. So, what is the difference between these two is, the slope of adiabatic graph is gamma times the slope of isothermal curve. Slope of adiabatic curve is gamma times slope of adiabatic curve. Slope of adiabatic curve is gamma times isothermal curve. We already discussed that. Next. So, now how can you represent one shape of the graph in another conditions? Let us discuss about this. See here, page number 78 in your textbook, volume 4, thermodynamics, page number 78. Page number 78, example 44. Example 44. See, the graph is given as for pressure and volume. So, the graph is mentioned, it is pressure and volume. So, what is the shape of the graph? See here, this is the shape of the graph here given, and this is like this, like this. This is the shape of the graph mentioned. Shape of the graph mentioned here like this. So, this is the graph between pressure and volume. graph between pressure and volume. Now here the question is, which of the following curve represents the equivalent cyclic process? Equivalent cyclic process, or we can draw. So let us check the options. The graph between pressure and temperature and volume and temperature. See here. Here it is the graph between pressure and temperature, volume and temperature. So what is the shape of the graph? That we have to calculate. See here, first if we represent the same graph in pressure and temperature. So let us say this is pressure and this is temperature. So here the horizontal line indicates what? Isobaric process. Pressure remains constant, right? So just now we discussed what is the condition here. It is pressure remains constant. So the graph does not changes. So pressure remains constant. Here this shape of the graph indicates what? Temperature remains constant. Temperature remains constant. So here, if it is the graph between pressure and volume, if the graph between pressure and volume is like this, is isothermal process. In isothermal process, what is the quantity remains constant? Temperature remains constant. So that's why the shape of the graph will be like that. The temperature of the system remains constant. No change in that. And here, this shape, what is this condition? Volume remains constant. So the straight line parallel to pressure axis, straight line parallel, let us say this is first and second, third, and it is fourth. So here first shape of the graph is isobaric. Here it is isobaric. How can you draw the isobaric process in pressure and temperature like that? In isobaric process means pressure remains constant. No doubt about that. So second shape of the graph is, what is the second shape of the graph? It is rectangular hyperbola. So that's why it's isothermal process. Isothermal process. So temperature remains constant. Here if the temperature remains constant, we draw the graph between pressure and volume. But here we are representing the same graph in pressure and temperature. Representing the same graph in pressure and temperature. That's why we draw temperature remains constant like this. Temperature of the system remains constant. Next, third graph. Third graph is what? Isochoric. Third graph is isochoric. Isochoric in the sense volume remains constant. If volume remains constant, what is the shape of the graph? Straight line passing through origin. Straight line passing through origin. So that is the shape, because we are drawing the graph between pressure and temperature. Here this is the graph between pressure and volume. So here the volume constant in the sense straight line parallel to pressure axis. But here there is no volume term. Listen carefully. So this is between pressure and temperature we are drawing. There is no volume axis here. But what is the condition here? Volume remains constant. Isochoric process. Isochoric process means the relation is pressure is directly proportional to temperature. If the pressure is directly proportional to temperature, the shape of the graph is straight line passing through origin. Pressure directly proportional to temperature, straight line passes through origin. So this is the shape of the graph. Next again, fourth one is again isothermal. Isothermal. Temperature remains constant. So the temperature remains constant means again straight line. So like this. This is the shape of the graph. So here this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is the relation between pressure and temperature. What is the possibility here? Here it is ABCD. ABCD. Here also it is ABCD. So possibility is, first graph is possible, third is also possible, third there is no change. First and third options be the same. Here it is, sorry, it's third option. So third option is, this graph is slightly, this is not along the horizontal. This is not along the horizontal. So that's why it is. Third option is not possible. Only the first option. According to this, if the PT. Next, same graph must be represented in volume and temperature. What is the shape it is? The same PV graph must be represented in volume temperature. How can you represent that? So first one, what is the first one? Pressure remains constant. First shape of the graph is pressure remains constant, isobaric process. If the pressure remains constant, the condition is volume is directly proportional to temperature. Then the shape of the graph is straight line passing through origin. The shape is straight line passing through origin here. This is the shape here. First shape of the graph. So that is A and it is B. Next it is wall pressure is second graph. What is the second graph? Temperature remains constant. Temperature remains constant means here the shape of the graph is like this, BC. So that means pressure is inversely proportional to volume. But we are representing volume temperature graph. So temperature remains constant. No need of pressure here. So temperature constant. That's why the straight line parallel to volume axis. Next, third one, volume remains constant. Third case is volume remains constant because that is isochoric process. If the volume remains constant, the shape of the graph is straight line parallel to temperature axis. Straight line parallel to temperature axis. So next, fourth one is again, what is a constant here? Again temperature constant, fourth one, temperature constant. So this is the shape of the graph. So that is the shape of the graph in volume and temperature. This is the PV graph. The same PV graph can be represented in pressure temperature and volume temperature. So volume temperature, what is the possibility? So second option is not possible, fourth option is also not possible. So because here the first graph A to B must be like this. A to B must be like this. So in this case, what is the possible option is first option in the case. So pressure volume graph can be represented in pressure temperature and volume temperature. To represent these graphs and these four processes, isobaric, isochoric, isothermal, adiabatic process must be in your tips. Next, same model, one more problem you have. Yeah. So page number 83, question number 59, example number 59. Page number 83, example number 59. So the pressure versus temperature graph an ideal gas as shown in the figure corresponding. So here the given is pressure temperature graph. Pressure and temperature. The given graph is pressure and temperature. So the given graph is like this. This is the given shape of the graph. So this is A, so B, C, D, like that. Now we can represent the same in density, pressure and density graph. So the same graph, how can you represent the same graph? Density versus volume. How can you represent the same graph in density volume? So the graph is between pressure and temperature. Pressure and temperature. So we know pressure is inversely proportional to volume generally. So but pressure can be written as H rho G. So that is inversely proportional to volume. So rho inversely proportional to volume. We know that. Density also inversely proportional to volume. If volume is more, density is less. If volume is less, density is more. So here, so this is pressure temperature graph. Now we can represent this in density volume. The same we can represent it in density and volume graph. So first here A to B. In the graph A to B, so this is a straight line parallel to pressure axis. That means temperature remains constant. Temperature remains constant. And B to C, what is the shape of the graph? Straight line parallel to X, straight line parallel passing through origin, in the sense volume remains constant. Why it is volume remains constant? If the graph passing through origin, if the shape of the graph passing through origin, straight line passing through origin, then these two directly proportional to each other. So the pressure is directly proportional to temperature. When the pressure is directly proportional to temperature, volume remains constant. Then C to D, the graph again temperature remains constant. Again temperature remains constant. Again D to A, again volume remains constant. Volume remains constant. So here two temperatures remains constant and two volumes remains constant. Volume remains constant means straight line parallel to volume, straight line parallel to density, because density is inversely proportional to volume. If the temperature remains constant, the shape of the graph is A to B. A to B graph is, the shape is like this. If the temperature remains constant, the shape of the graph is, because it is density volume. For example, in PV graph, let us say it is PV graph. If the temperature of the gas remains constant, the PV graph shows like that, rectangular hyperbola. But in place of pressure, I am considering density. In place of pressure, we are considering the density, because the pressure is inversely proportional to volume. In the same way, density also inversely proportional to volume. Next, B to C, volume remains constant. B to C volume remains constant, like that. Next, C to D, again temperature constant, again rectangular hyperbola. Next, D to A, again temperature constant, volume constant, like this. The shape of the graph will be like that. This is A, B, C, D. So this shape, nothing, no graph will be like that. A to D, A to B, okay, but A to B is the straight line. A to B is the rectangular hyperbola, correct? It's correct. Next, B to C is the straight line, not curved. B to C is the straight line, because volume remains constant. B to C is the straight line passing through origin. That means volume remains constant. If volume remains constant, the shape of the graph is exactly downwards. So among these options, what is the possible options? B to A, C to D. B to A, C to D. What is the shape here? Rectangular hyperbola. So the possible option is second. The possible option is second option. So this is the situation here. So this way, based on this, one graph must be represented in another way. So previously, pressure volume graph represented in pressure temperature and volume temperature. But here in this situation, pressure temperature graph can be represented in density volume graph. Density volume or pressure volume, because pressure directly proportional to density. That is the situation. So next 102, question number 32, the same model here. An ideal gas goes through a reversible cycle A to B, B to C, C to D, has VT diagram as shown. The process D to A, B to C are adiabatic. The process D to A and B to C is adiabatic or adiabatic. The corresponding PV diagram for the process is, the figures are schematic and not drawn to scale. Schematic diagram. So here the graph is between volume and temperature. The graph is between volume and temperature. So the shape of the graph is given like that, like this, like this. A, B, C, D. So the reversible A to B, B to C, C to D, D to A. So what is the corresponding PV diagram for the process is given that D to A and B to C are adiabatic. So D to A comma B to C are adiabatic processes. Adiabatic process. So now next come to the point here, A to B, C to D. Now we have to represent this in pressure and volume. The same graph can be represented in pressure and volume. Same graph will be represented in pressure volume situation. See here. So see first A to B. This is the volume and temperature graph. Volume and temperature graph. Straight line passing through origin. Straight line passing through origin like this. That means pressure remains constant. Charles' law. If the pressure remains constant, then only the shape of the graph straight line passes through origin. So that is first A to B like this. Let us say it is A and the options, depending on the options. First AB is on the top. Okay, anything we can do that. A to B. So like this. This is the pressure remains constant. B to C is the adiabatic process. In adiabatic process, the shape of the graph is like this. For pressure volume graph, in case of pressure volume graph, for adiabatic process, the shape of the graph is will be like this. So because this is the curve is adiabatic. So let us say it is B to C. Next again C to D. C to D, again pressure remains constant because the shape of the graph is straight line passes through origin. So again the temperature remains, the pressure remains constant, C to D, and again it is adiabatic like this. A to B, C to B to C, C to D, D to A. The shape of the graph is second option possibility. The possible shape of the graph is second option. So depending on, see here, C to D, A to B, C to D, A to B, pressure remains constant. So this is the volume temperature graph. Remember that Charles' law. Charles' law is the shape of the graph. At constant pressure, volume directly proportional to temperature. That means pressure constant. The shape of the graph is straight line passes through origin. So these two will be the same. So pressure remains constant. Here we are drawing the graph between pressure and volume. If the pressure remains constant, the shape of the graph is straight line parallel to volume axis. Pressure does not changes, only volume changes. So that is the graph. That is a problem here it is.
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యా రంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.